from a farmer's perspective, right? I'm a farmer in Uruguay. Uruguay is a small country between Argentina and Brazil, two giants in agriculture. We have 18 million hectares in the entire country, and only 2.5 million hectares are suitable for agriculture. And those are marginally suitable agricultural hectares. So we have to work and think and act really clever to stay in focus, right? I believe there are a lot of key opportunities in agriculture for mitigation and adapting to climate change. And I would put no-till in the first step. For me, no-till is the main tool for adapting, for getting resilience from different events, right? And for achieving some predictability. For me, getting to no-till helped me a lot in predictability. I know that when I'm going to the farm, I can go and plant a crop and then harvest that crop without any problem in the middle, which was the regular situation when we made tillage in my country. Leaving residues, those for me is really, really important, and building new residues too through cover crops. We discovered cover crops in 2005, and it was interesting. We had a late frozen in our winter crops, which destroyed those crops. So we planted soybean after, and soybean and corn after that frozen, and we got an excellent experience there. So the next year, 2006, we said, okay, let's go and plant a crop not for harvesting, but for feeding the soil and covering the soil and adding more organic matter to the soil. So we did that, and we also got a really, really nice result. And since 2007 until now, we are in the places, in the fields where we are not planting winter crops, we are always 100% of the time planting cover crops. So we have 16, 15, 14 years of cover crop experience, and we know that that adds resilience to the system a lot. There is precision agriculture. We started with precision agriculture back in 2011, 2012. Satellites, drones, all that helps. We know specific needs in each place, and we go and accomplish those specific needs. We also have new fertilizing, new techniques of adding fertilizing to the soil. That helps too, and irrigation. That's also a big help in some dry areas. Those are things from the farm, from the field, but we have also things from politics, and that's interesting. Here in Uruguay, we have it's a mandatory soil usage plan. That plan asks us a lot of information, and it allows us or not to make some proposed rotation in each field, right? So we have to go to an online form, and we have to complete a lot of information like previous crops, the size of the field, how the slope of the field, a lot of information, and the rotation we want to do in the future. Right? And the software determines if that rotation is doable or not. At the beginning, we were a little mad with this, because we thought, okay, where is my private property, right? Somebody's messing with my private property. But then we realized that farmers who were doing good things, good farming practices, didn't have to change nothing. We keep doing the same, right? But those farmers who were not doing good farm practices, who were not rotating crops, who were not leaving residues on top of the soil, they had to change a little bit. And that, in a country where 60% of agriculture is done in leased farms, right? Well, I believe that's really important. So I know, and I use a lot of those opportunities and keys to try to mitigate and adapt to climate change. And I believe there's a lot of room for working in my country, of course, and in other countries to achieve that state.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that experience. It's fascinating to hear and try to think about other contexts where mandatory soil usage systems could be installed, and it probably are being installed. Let's just, maybe we have 1 minute. Does anybody want to respond with just one thing before we go to our next piece? Rattan?
I wanted to congratulate Gabriel. He and his country, along with Argentina and Brazil and Chile, are doing really great job in adopting no-till agriculture with cover crops. And that's the way they are now, South American countries are now leading adopter of system-based no-till agriculture, including cover crops, as he said. Every year is done in winter and no crop is taken, just a cover crop. I salute you all for doing such a great job.